There is a strange band of light that is coming from this UFO ship as it crosses the sun. You can see it right here for yourself. Let me shrink this down, you all. This is a little odd looking. It is, to say the least. Let me do this. Let me put this like right here so you can see it a lot better. Look at that right there. You may say, Gina, how do you know that's a UFO ship? Well, it's long, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of these smaller ships that are lined up in a row. But the first part of this is lit up, and then look at this. We've got this massive green band of light, and it seems to be coming like from the sun, or even projecting it inside the sun for some strange reason. And we know that the sun is like a portal. It is, you all. The ships come and go in the sun. You got filament beings. You've got it all going on around the sun is what happens. So I want to take you over there to that product right there that we're looking at, you all. Good afternoon. Oopsie. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this down, you all. I got to try to pull this up on my phone. I might have to play moderator, but that's okay. I want to be able to do it, you all. I do. I want to be able to do it. Let's go over here to the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. And thank you all for joining in. Let's look at this, you all. So let me see if I can enlarge it a little bit more. Well, it is said that these ships have been here for a long time. That's what some people say. They've been here for a long time. But you can see that this light, it is like a light wand. You ever had a light wand that you'd hold in your hand? And the whole wand, it glows. Where do you think they got that idea? I wonder, even like the flashlights, they're great big bar flashlights that have a great big light that comes off on them just like this, you all. A long wand flashlight. Let me do this. Long wand flashlights. Flashlight. Let's see it going off. Well, they kind of look like a lightsaber. They kind of look like a lifesaver, but they're not. Just imagine one of these. If it was completely, if these right here literally were one great big long light, kind of like the shop lights that you would have in your house, something like this too. Look at that Ingus Pixel Levitation Wand. Oh, wow. I didn't know they had a levitation wand, you all. I did not. LED, a wand light. You can see how it projects like that, you all. So we've got this great big long ship right here by the sun. And it looks as if it's crossing the sun. We're going to put this in motion, and we're going to have to change the the speed because it's still stuck at the original speed. Let's come over here. You can see it right here. It's at the original speed. It just goes slow. Look at this. It's going to blink a little because it only has 3 frames that are showing up with it, you all. Just 3. Let's put it at 300. If you've never been over here to navigate this area right here, this is what you do. You can put in the maximum number of fields to get the maximum amount of data that you want. You are a club kid from the early 90s, Michelle Honey. Yes, that's right, you all. Looks like an opening, but it has trails behind it. Yes, it does have some type of trails behind it, but I think it's what they are the back end of a great big long ship is what I think it is. And the front part of it is all lit up. It's like the lights on in a certain area of the house, or if you're on a train and one of the box cars or one of the cars on the train, it has its lights on and all the other ones, the lights are out. Something like similar to that. Yeah, let me put this back to me because it's going to start. Hello, Celestial Cephalopod. I try to say that really fast is what I tried to do. We got to wait for this to load because it's going to start blinking. You can see that it is trying to load. When it loads, I'm going to flip it over. Oh yeah, it's flipping out. It's doing its thing, blinking you out until we can get the Meteors, well, a meteor, that would be a wild looking meteor if it literally had a band of light that was very perfect. It would. That was horizontal. Let's look at this over here right now. Let's look at it. You can see it's on the 31st, which was yesterday. We may see that thing go across, but it's going to go across really fast. We might get a little bit more frames from it. Oh, you see how fast it went? We're going to go look at it, you all. We really are. We're going to slow it down. Well, we can't slow it down too much, but we can grab the toolbar and see what happens. Because I thought I seen other ships that were blinking off and on. Let's do it really slow. I've got to go a little bit fast because if I don't, it's going to start blinking on me. Okay, look at that. Look like the coronal hole up here at the top. Yeah, I got to try to look really fast. Okay, look up here. So up here we have a ship. You can barely see it at the tippy top. These right here can be seen frequently on all of the NASA products. It's like I can't figure out whether or not it's launching itself from the sun. It's like a little white ship with a green trail behind it or not, but they launch up from the side and they launch up from the bottom, you all. Let me see if we can get this going without it blinking on us. Yeah, we can do it like this, you all. We will do it. Got to be faster than the speed of light. Well, that'd be pretty fast. If we can get this to show up, it better show up. I may be going too fast for the data to shoot. No, you can't play around with it, you all, because it doesn't want to. It doesn't want to wait. It doesn't. Now we gotta wait. Yeah, a meteor. Well, I wouldn't say that it's a meteor because these things show up all the time, and they, more times than not, they have a white ship at the tip. They even show up coming up from the ground in Hawaii by the observatories. They go up at an angle from the observatories in Hawaii. Let's see this. We want to see where that comes through because there's another one also that shows up at the sun. If we can get to it and try to focus. I really wish they had see, here's one right here. See right here, this one right here came out of the sun right there. I know you can barely see it, but let me show you that right there. That one came out of the sun, straight out of the sun. So they got a lot of activity coming on. Look at this. This is not a meteor coming up out of the sun. It is an actual ship at the end is what it is. A ship at the end of it. Let me see if we can oh, that's not my screen. Okay, this is my screen right here. A ship at the end. Hopefully I did not wait too long, but I probably did. Okay, there it is right there. Let's see if we can get it. So it's at 1834, September the 1st at around 6:34. You can see it right here as it's coming across. And you might say, Gina, honey, is there any other, are there any other products that are showing that? Let me look. I didn't click into any of the other ones. I just came over here. Let's do the 171. Of course, that's going to reload itself also. Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. It is. But that particular product, it's not the greatest picture, but they have different filters. I think because they look for different things with the different filters that they have. Hello there, Heather, honey. Yeah, that's right. 3 to 6 times bigger than the Earth. Quite so. Quite so, you all. Let's see. So let's look at 6 something and see if we see it showing up, because it shows up around this area right here. Nope, this product will not pick it up, you all. Isn't that strange how certain products pick up the ships and some don't? And you can see the area down here where that filament is. It doesn't appear to be attached to it down here anymore at all. It really doesn't. Let's go to another product really fast. We're just going to check them out. You know, it would be good if they had the let's do the 304. 304 might have something you all. It would be good if they had all their products up to date instead of like 3 days behind. Oh, you're so welcome. There are flares. There are Let's wait, you all, because it's blinking, and we don't want to look at something blinking. It might cause a seizure. It really might, and we don't need any of that from something blinking on the screen. Let's look over here at this product. No. Did you see the side of that sun? Right over there on the right side of that sun. It appeared as if it was a normal solar flare. It came out white. Kind of white right there. Right in this area. Oh, they're hiding something again. Let's pause. Let's see. Hello there, Singe. Thank you. Lovecraft's friends write the true history of the cataclysm before it was erased, and it can be found on the wiki fandom, the Thurian Age. Thank you, Sin. Because I do like wiki fandom, the Thurian Age. See, look at this, Shua. Look how it happens right here. It looks like something's came out of here. I didn't realize I had that so small. But I did, you all. I had it very small, just like that. Let's look at this, because we can go all the way around this thing while this thing starts to blink. All the way around it. 230 in the chat. Yes, Michelle, honey. That's right, you all. Let's look at this. Just so we can see if we can see something other than that happening. You don't want to look at that, the blinking blink. It's like sometimes when we zoom up, it doesn't want you to zoom up on it, and it will start blinking and blinking and blinking and blinking. I've got to wait to see if it will stop its blinking. Okay, I think it did. Let's look at this right here. Michelle, honey, who you talking to? Yeah, let's look all around this sun. It's so cool to look at the edges of it. It really is, even though they got different filters and stuff. Looks like this region right here is still sending stuff out. If you look at it closely. Yeah, it's mesmerizing. All of this is very, very mesmerizing, you all. It seems like there's probably only one product that has that composite on it. Let's look at the composite. Everyone, Mama, you had two-hand water your plants. That's right. You can water your plants. They probably are a little bit thirsty. That's right, Michelle, honey. We are we're waiting. We're going to see if there's any other filtered product that they have of this light band coming from the string of ships. You all hit that like button. That's right. Let's come back over here, you all, because we're going to look. We're looking for the 1600, and we probably are not going to see it. No, we are not going to see it, I don't think. Well, we ain't there yet. I seen one thing, I think. One thing. Maybe. But I doubt it. No. It's not showing it. Just that one particular product for some strange reason, you all. But this really does look cool if you look up close at it. Watch it. Look how cool this is. When you look up close at this sun, it's really, wow. Did you see that wild looking? I do want to say one thing. This area right here by the sun, there's always something right here where it looks like an entity jumps off into like a portal or something, and then it just takes off. If you can see it, you see it like gets sucked up away. It's like gets in a tunnel, like a vortex, like you ever see those I don't know, time warp tunnels or whatever? It's like these entities on the bottom of here, when they come off the sun, they get into something like that. I cannot pull it up, you all, but we're going to go back to the the original one, the SDO 94 that we see right here, because something has come out of that sun. This right here is projecting this light up into the sun for some strange reason. I can't think of another reason why it would be lit up like this. I can't. Perhaps there might be some people who have a theory as to why. There may be. Bean, you're so welcome. You're welcome. I think we all have the ability to open up our minds. We really do. Hopefully in a good way. And you have to guard your mind and your heart. You really do. I've got to come back over here, you all, because this thing is ready. We can just look at it in its entirety. Just like this. Just to see, so you can see it. Ronald Elijah, thank you. That's right. Let's wait for it, because it happens at 1600. Boom, just like that. 1600, and then it stops. You see that? I've not seen anything like that before on here. I really haven't. It's a little strange, to say the least. A tad bit strange. Let me see, 1600. We're going to check just one more product. I think if they have one product that's open, that also keeps the keeps this date on it. Let's see which one this would be, you all. If you haven't been over here, I haven't been over here in a long time. I think maybe we can get one off of the C3, because it looks like it's up to date on the first. Let's look at this. Push that play button, you all. We can do it. Trying to communicate with us. There's lots of communications that take place on a daily basis. There really is. And we may not be aware of it. We came through the white. The sun is the tail end of a black hole, Frankie. What if it is? That's a thought. The tail end of a black hole. Would it be, is that where the black hole sun comes from? If it's at the tail end? Let's see this. So there's a great big ship that went across. That's right, Michelle, honey. Let's look at this, you all. This got a lot of activity on it. That, well, of course, that's on the 30th. See how big these ships are? They appear as great big long white ships that have the ability to line themselves up. You can see, look at this right here. Look how massive this ship is. This is just, I think that this is a combination of a whole lot of ships in a row that have the ability to connect to make it one great big long one. There's lots of them. If you've came over here to the NASA products, there's a lot of ships that you can fly, or you can see. You'd like to fly. I'd like to fly them. Maybe I would. Maybe I wouldn't. Look how massive this one is right here. So that's right after midnight, on the 18 minutes after midnight on September the 1st. Look at this ship. Look how massive this is. And it's not a meteorite. It's not a light shadow or anything like that, you all. That is a great big long ship. You could even count these sections like 1, 2. I'm trying to see if this looks like 3. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Four lengths. And within each link, it's quite possible that they have like a ship in it. A ship in it, you all, to travel like that. That's what that, you all. I did put the link to this in here. I want to come over here to the CF. This right here, place at the Hawaii telescope. Let's come over here really fast. My nose is trying to itch on me. You all, I don't like it. It's okay. Oh, that looks really cool. If you come over here, let me put this here. You come over here to the Canada, Hawaii, France telescope. Let's put this in here for you all who like to investigate it. It's got a pretty good time lapse over here with the UFOs that are flying all around. What we can do is watch this. If you come over here, you can push this. Let's look at this to see what their time lapses is for today, you all, because it's pretty cool. To see if we, yes, see them flying all around, you all. That's what they're doing. These lines that you see, these like they streak across the sky, them are UFO ships. And this time lapse is extremely fast. You see, that's like, look, it's nighttime. It's around 11. Now it's past midnight. It's past midnight, and these ships are still flying across the sky. I think a lot of these that are flying across the sky can be seen on the NASA products as the great big long rows of ships. Look at them going. Look, they're just like, Gina, will you get your pointer out of the way? I'm trying to get my pointer out of the way, you all. I really am. I want you to see this right here. Let's let this get back to here. Let's start at the very beginning. Watch this. See if we can get some. Sometimes you can go like this. Oh yeah, we can. No, it doesn't want you to. It does not want you fast forwarding. See this down here? This is a big roll of ships right down here. I know you may not be able to see it that well. Let me zoom this up so you can see that at that Hawaii observatory, there are all kinds of ships that can be seen on any given day. Right here, this is the thing that is flying all the way across over the top of the mountain peaks. Boom, right there. Michelle, honey, is that where you're at? You in Hawaii? Yes, mommy, we are in Hawaii. You all, look at this. You see how fast that one was? This literally, it came up out of the cloud cover. And if it came out from the cloud cover, it was ground based. Came out of a shaft in the ground, you all, is what it did. Launched from the ground, flying all over the place. They go out of the ground and they go back down into the ground like something like that. And they're not Elon Musk telescopes either, or satellites, whatever you want to call them. They're none of that, you all. Oh, the skies are so clear. The sky was super clear this morning. The stars were all out. It was really pretty. A little bit cold, but I thought, wow, I can see all the stars in the sky. It looks like they cut some footage out, maybe. Yeah, I want you all to see this. Over here on the side, they're having a skirmish. Yes, aloha, ohana, Lilo, and Stitch. Michelle, honey, yes, Lilo and Stitch, you are. So you can look at that one, you are. The good thing about this right here, you can go back and you can look at the dates that they have, the time for every single date that they have. You can click it and it will take you back. They have another one that you can look at on a time lapse, and it doesn't have as many. Whoa, it's okay. I think that's the cars going up the hill this time. One time, oh, see, look there, the beam from the satellites right here. They're tracking something in the sky. I actually got this recording on my other computer behind me. I'm doing a time lapse of the observatory so we can see the lasers in the sky, because that's what that was. They are still looking for something up there in the sky, you all. It's pretty good that they got this available to the public, because anybody can come here at that link and you can look at all the activity that's going on around there. That's a lot of man hours that are put into here. They even allow visitors to come up here and look, which is pretty cool. That's right, Michelle, honey. That's right. You can see them. They know we can see them, right? That's right. See, they're looking up there at stuff in the sky. Let's see. See that? That's the lasers. Just pointing up there in the sky, you off. And if you wanted to get really good other images that looks like stuff, go to the daytime cloud sleeping camera. Did we just do that, you all? No, we didn't just do that. I'm trying to make it bigger, you all. Look how this one looks. Michelle, did we just do this, or did I do something different? Did we just look at this? I think I did just look at this. Yes, I just looked at this, you all. We just looked at it. I've already went to the cloud cam once, you all, but you can see this is way above the city. At the tops of the clouds, they're flying all around up here is what they're doing. Oh, okay, that's right, Michelle, honey, I can fix it. I can. We're just going to go to the plain old webcams. We're going to click on the north. We're going to look at this if you haven't seen these time lapse right here. We just want to see if there's any strange activity other than the blinking that's going on at the observatory. It's awful dark there. You can see the sky. You can see look at that. Looks like a river of clouds at the observatories, you all. A total river of clouds. They're just rolling. You can see the vehicles up there. This is, I think this is the Canada-France one. It's wild. It is so wild looking when you look at these. You see what they did? They when that camera flashed, it changes at times. Oh shoot! It changes at times, and you can see the camera tilt to see the sun over there. They'll do that every once in a while. They'll tilt the camera, but we can't see it now because it's too late. Totally too late. Let's look at one more yuan. Then we're going to get out of this product right here. Just want to show a tad bit more. That's okay. Mahalo. That's right. Mahalo. That's right. Yeah, as you can see, this is not super clear. This one is never really super clear at all, you all. It's not, and there's not much activity happening right there. But there is, however, behind me, there's something happening at the sun. A UFO ship, and it quite possibly can be the type that are flying around at the observatories on Earth in the airspace above the clouds and going down into the clouds into a shaft in the ground. I do have a playlist on this YouTube channel under the observatories. If you wanted to see all the different types of activity that has been documented at the observatories, I would encourage you to do it because it's pretty cool. A lot of it gets into the, what are they called? The UFOs. Let me show you this, where these are at, you all. Let me see there. Go to your channel. Let's look at this. You can see the playlist right here. If you go to these playlists, right here, you'll see that we have the observatories right here. Oopsie, you don't want to look at that game, but we've got the observatories. These are all the playlists that I've got that you can go into. There's one on CERN, but we don't have very much, and volcanoes and stuff like that. This is the biggest. This is one of the biggest ones, the NASA's ISWA. And then this is all the different pictures of the UFO ships that I documented with my iPhone 8 and a clip-on lens, you all. All of this. I've only got 8 videos. Oh, yeah, these are big, long videos. Some of them are, maybe, perhaps. It's just a whole bunch of different pictures, you all. But I am going to go. I am. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. And hello. Wherever you are in any part of the world, hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, you all. And this ship right here, I don't know why the light is being projected up into the sun, but it is. It is, you all. For some strange reason. Have a wonderful afternoon. Love you.